hope I'm in focus. It looks like I am. I've always wanted to film a full face of drugstore dupes because as somebody who loves makeup but just can't afford it, drugstore dupes have been my lifeline. Before I bought the NARS Orgasm blush, I bought the Milani dupe. Before I bought the ABH Dip Brow, I bought the Milani dupe. Needless to say, I've been in and out of the drugstore aisle and I have tried nearly everything for me to narrow these products down as the best drugstore dupes, at least in my experiences. So let's get into it. So the very first product is a drugstore holy grail. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. The coverage on this is light to medium. On a normal day, I would use a little bit of it to lightly even out my skin tone, but for photo shoots or going out, I could really use a lot and just erase all color from my face. If you have dry skin, this is an amazing foundation to go to. Also, peep the sponge. I'm even using a drugstore dupe of the Beauty Blender. This beautiful stained thing is the Real Technique Diamond Sponge. I've tried many dupes for the Beauty Blender and the Real Techniques one is the only one that has come close. Next up is one of my favorite concealers, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser Wrinkle stuff. This thing covers everything pretty much. This is a classic dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I have super bad dark circles, especially in the middle of the semester, and this has come in handy so many times to cover the worst of the worst. Okay, cool. Next is my second favorite concealer, which is the Maybelline Better Skin. Maybelline, please sponsor me. The Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer. I have it in medium, and this one offers really good coverage. The trick is to let it sit on your face and dry a little bit before you blend it out to really maximize the coverage, otherwise it'll just get soaked up in the sponge. While we wait for the concealer to dry, I'm moving on to my brows. I'm using the Milani Stay Put Brow Color in dark brown. This is a pomade well known to be a dupe for the ABH Dip Brow. The formula is a little bit thicker than the ABH one, which I personally liked as a beginner because it gave me a lot more control. Okay, now that the brows are done, let's blend in our concealer. Next product is a new one I got. It's the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I have it in chestnut. These are usually about like $3, less than $5, and they're so cheap, but I've heard so many good things about them. I usually don't put on this much contour. In fact, on like an everyday basis, I don't even use cream contour. But for a photo shoot, you really want to go ham. So it might look a little ridiculous in real life, but on camera, it should look pretty good. Finally, to set down, we're using the Maybelline Fit Me setting powder. I concentrate this under my eyes and near my nose because that's where my makeup tends to slip the most. So it turns out filming is really tiring. I did have to pause filming to recharge my battery, but as it was charging, I took a big nap. But I'm still tired. But it's all good, we're just gonna get back into it with some blush. I forgot to talk about the product because I was so disheveled after my nap, but this is the Milani Baked Blush in Dolce Pink. One of my favorite blushes and a cult classic for being a near perfect dupe for the NARS Orgasm blush. Now enjoy the next few seconds of me speaking pure post-nap nonsense. Blush is one of those things where after I discovered it, I was like,
where has this been all my life?
Like, the shimmering ones is literally... Next, I'm going over the cream contour with a little bit of powder contour. This is my holy grail contour palette. It's just the e.l.f. contour palette. It's called Contour Palette. I think this is in Dark Deep. My makeup also got a little bit smoorshed as I was napping. At least now my contour is blended. Let's check how I'm doing so far and... Well, that's nothing makeup can't fix. Okay, don't hate me, but the next product is not a drugstore product. This is the W7 Lightly Toasted palette. It is a well-known dupe for, can you guess? It's the Naked palette. That's right. Sorry, I couldn't wait. This is the very first eyeshadow palette I ever owned. So like first half of senior year, this was my favorite thing in the world. The stars of the palette are these two matte neutrals, this lightly shimmering black, I know, right? This gold color. Sadly, the shimmering red is not that pigmented, so that's disappointing. But almost every other color is like an exact dupe from its Naked counterparts. And this thing costed me like $12 too. Is this video low-key turning into a how I did my makeup in high school challenge? I don't know what kind of look I'm going for. Actually, you know, let's actually do how I used to do my makeup. This is gonna be hilarious. Okay. Next, I'm going in with the gold and just swiping that over my lid. I kid you not, this is how I did my makeup. And then I'm using the lightest shade in my inner corners. I'm gonna use the gold color actually and using that as a highlight. Going back in with the black shade to lightly line my eyes. That was such a throwback, honestly. I think we're just gonna do a little natural look for today. Right now, I'm going in with the NYX Epic Ink Liner, which is a good dupe for the Kat Von D tattoo liner. Somehow I managed to mess it up on both eyes, but that's fine because from a far enough distance, given that people aren't wearing their glasses, I look perfectly fine. And that's what really matters. That's the real life lesson here. If you ever have a bad hair day or a bad face day or a bad day, just steal people's glasses. Just steal people's glasses and you'll look fine. I don't know if I can do this without messing it up given my luck. I really want to do that fun effect that people like Jessica Vu and Karen O do where they have that little dot underneath their makeup.
I think we're just gonna do a little natural look for today.
Did I do it? Next is my favorite lashes. This is the star of the show. My favorite dupe of this whole lineup. L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I have it in waterproof because I have Asian lashes. This is the Better Than Sex dupe. Like, the Better Than Sex dupe. I've tried so many of them. This is the only one that has come close. In fact, here's the teases. This is actually better than the Better Than Sex mascara. Let me just show you. Also, I got this last summer, so don't mind the clumps. It's usually a lot better. And for the grand reveal, this side got a little clumpy along the way, but this side, oh my god! It literally looks like a new person. It almost looks like I'm wearing Falsies. That said, let's put on some Falsies. So the two big brands for drugstore lashes are Ardell. Ardell is what I use more on an everyday basis. These are the Demi Wispies. They look fabulous and they always look natural. But when I really want to glam it up, either for photo shoots or going out, Kiss lashes are my favorite. This is Teddy. It is the most flattering I found for my eyes. Our second to last step is lips. This is actually a hidden gem. I haven't heard anybody talk about this yet, which is wild because this product is actually amazing. This is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Amazonian. Usually Kat Von D is the one I hear having the long wearing liquid lipsticks, but she's also an anti-vaxxer and I'm trying to not support that. So in my search for finding another long lasting liquid lipstick, I came across this one in Ulta and oh my, I have this shade in two colors, both like around $10, under $10, and they last literally all day. I will put this on in the morning at like 7:30 a.m. and I'll eat breakfast and then lunch and then dinner and I come home and I look at my lips and it's still there. It is amazing. It applies super well. Like the formula is thick, so it really feels like you have more control over where it can go as opposed to the Kat Von D liquid lipstick where it's kind of thin. It feels more like paint. I don't want to trash Kat Von D's liquid lipstick because I used to be obsessed with it and it was really nice. But if you're looking for a drugstore affordable dupe or you just don't want to support an anti-vaxxer anymore, I would really go for this product. I can't recommend this enough. Finally, we are using the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. Smells great, feels great, works like it's supposed to. Best drugstore setting spray. It says it's also a primer too. Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and also thank you guys so much for your support on my last video as well. I can't explain enough how much it means to see you guys watching my video and supporting me like that. Truly, it means a lot. And comment down below what's your favorite holy grail drugstore product. Again, these are all just my experiences, but of course I might have missed something here. So please, if there's a product that you are dying to share to the world about, let us know. This is shared sacred knowledge that we all need to know about. I think I need another nap.